What is going on, everybody? My name's Solar Eclipse, and like I said before, we're still doing the daily uploading, so yeah, hope you all enjoy that. I have some Dying Light gameplay in the background, recently got it, after having it before, like 5 months before, but we're not going to get into that. I hope you all enjoy today's story time, and yeah, it's going to be really cringy for me to say, and even that was cringy for me to say, so yeah. You already know what this is going to be about by the title, so just brace yourselves because this is going to be really odd. So yeah, I'm going to do that intro and hopefully not die. I'll see you guys in like 10 seconds. Okay, so this story takes place back around 6th grade. Towards the end of 6th grade, so when I was 12. Now, I knew quite a bit of stuff then, as does every other 12-year-old under the sun, and I also knew that this video is not going to be monetized, so enjoy. Now, in 6th grade, me and this kid, let's call him Samsung. Me and Samsung were pretty good friends. We met like a month after school started. And we just hung out with each other because, you know, we were cool with each other, I guess. Like, we did prank calls and stuff like that. You know, friendly guy stuff. But this one day, one of his other friends comes up to me and says, "Yo, me and Samsung, we went on Hentai Haven with each other." And I'm like, nah, that doesn't sound like Samsung. He wouldn't do that. Or at least I don't think he would. So I go up to Samsung, and I'm like, yo, Headphone Jack told me that you went on Hentai Haven with him over the weekend. He's like, yeah, we did. I'm like, boy, you did that stuff without me? And, yeah, he did. But that's not the story. Now, the only reason why I said that was to show you how much of a horny cunt. Whoops, sorry. I don't want to get another strike, so I'm not going to say that. But let's continue with the story. Now this kid, he was really horny for some reason, like all the time. And like this would get to the point where he'd be watching porn in class. Now, the exciting part, or at least exciting for him, quotation marks, quotation points. I don't freaking English, but this guy, he had his shirt like over his head and his sleeves inside, and his legs up so that the shirt is over his legs. And he was kind of wiggling around. And I thought that he was on his phone. And oh boy, was I wrong. But the teacher goes up to him, alright? And the funny thing was, this teacher was a girl, because we had tons of substitutes. And this girl, this teacher, let's call her Miss Raspberry Pi 2.0, goes up to Samsung and is like, "What are you doing?" And like taps on his head, and he darts it up, trying to like cover whatever he was doing. And as I said before, I kind of thought he was on his phone. So then he said nothing, and the teacher said, "Give me your phone." And he actually gave her his phone, but he wasn't on it. See, that's where the problem starts, because he took it from out of his pocket. Now, after about 10 more minutes, he goes back into his shirt and starts wiggling around again. Oh, that sounds so terrible. But as he's wiggling around, I think to myself, so there's a couple things this guy could be doing. One is not on his phone anymore, unless he happens to just carry 2 phones on him. And the second thing that I thought he was doing was jerking off. Now, you're probably like, oh, where would he finish? Unless I'm the only one who thought that. But after about 10 minutes of him restarting what he was doing, he raised his hand. And there was a little bit of his, let's just say his sauce. There was a little bit of, his DNA left on his hand, on the part that I could see. Now, I didn't really tell him that because I didn't want him to think that I was watching him, because that's that's pretty gay if I was watching him, and I'm not. So I didn't tell him right as it happened. When he came back from the bathroom is when I said something to him. I was like, so, what were you doing? And he said it so defensively. He was like, nothing. And I said, I know what you're doing, man. And then he was like, all right, what was I doing? And I said to him, why don't you check your hands, see if any of your stuff, quotation points, is still left on it. And he then looked at me, and in my mind I was like, out of anything I could have thought, I was like, what was this guy using for lube? Like, he could have used a spit, but that's like, I don't know. I hope you all enjoyed this. This was really, really hard, no pun intended, for me to make. And this better not be the video that gets like the most amount of views on my channel, because I won't be able to monetize it, which really suck some big ball. Quarters. I was gonna say quarters, because YouTube really sucks. But anyway, if this video stays up for longer than 2 days, watch, it won't. If it stays up for longer than 2 days though, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And while you're at it, cause this probably won't be up for too long, cause YouTube still sucks, but why don't you check out the rest of my channel? If you like it, you can go ahead and subscribe. Like it if you liked it. I mean, that's what the like button's for. Dislike this if you didn't like it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.